should not be trusted with that responsibility. In my opinion. But what do I know? Oh, whoops, I got a black bar. That is encroaching on my...
Black bar.
Yeah. Oops. For whatever reason, it really does not want me to crop. Which is driving me up the wall. But that's okay. There we go. I'll leave it like that, that's good enough. Yeah. Alright. Everyone left our party.
Yeah. Alright, everyone. Let's be something all RPG protagonists aspire to.
Be an ambassador?
Politicians.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Alright, let's... Wait, do we ever talk to them, or whatever?
I'm pretty sure we talked to them. Because didn't they tell us to, I don't remember where they told us to go, but they told us to go somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
They told us to go to some mining town called...
Askiriath?
Alkureth, or whatever. I don't know. Oh yeah, we gotta go visit Ban in jail.
Yeah. Arrested for crimes.
Thorian General Grant. I love this straight line.
Yeah, you know.
Man, I love Final Fantasy X. It's so true.
簡単な経緯はご説明してあります。今ここには私たちしかいない。だから私の言うことを落ち着いて聞いて。
A lot of trust for this political prisoner.
私の元へ来ないか。オラクル騎士団の一員として。先生、何言ってんだよ。お前はアクゼルス行きを簡単に考えているだろう。
Axiria.
だが、その役目を果たすことで、お前はキムラスカの飼い犬として一生バチカルに縛り付けられて生きることになる。どうしてだよ。先生が言ったんだぜ。英雄になれば自由になれるって。しかしアクゼリスはまずいのだ。お前もユリア・ジュエのスコアを聞いただろう。ああ、俺がキムラスカを繁栄に導くとかって。そのスコアには続きがある。若者は力を持つ相手し、キムラスカの
I love it when they don't tell you the next verse.
教団の上層部では、
Yeah.
お前がルグニカイ平野に戦争をもたらすと考えている。俺が戦争を？そんなバカな。ユリアのスコアは今まで一度も外れたことがない。一度もだ。私はお前が戦争に利用される前に助けてやりたいのだ。
I trust you.
どうしたらいいんだよ。俺がアクゼリスに行かないと。
This looks like a camera angle of someone who is going to be standing in that corner.
スコアはこう読まれている。
Love me a good voyeur angle.
アクゼルスの人々を連れて移動する。だからアクゼルスから住民を動かさず正気をなくせばいい。
Fucking,
毒みたいなのだろう。どうやって。
oh god, what was the name of the Nathan Fielder show I just watched with friends?
その後、私と共に
Oh god, why am I... The
The
curse.
curse?
The curse. was really good about having weird voyeur angles, like of people talking inside a house, and they filmed it looking in from the window for no discernible reason. Just made everything feel slightly off in a very fun way.
船の上で超振動の暴走を収めてやったように。
分かった。俺やってみる。
この計画のことは直前まで誰にも言ってはならないぞ。特に木村スカの人間に知れれば、お前をダートに亡命させる。
Whoa, there really was some in the corner.
Yeah. This is Vanessa, right?
Natasha.
Natasha. I don't know why I thought her name was Vanessa.
忘れてしまったのだったな。
We haven't known her for long, to be fair.
私と共に
Oh, but we have. We've looked in the menu.
Yeah.
幼いお前は超振動の研究でひどい実験を受けたお前はこの国から逃げたがっていたのだ。だから私がお前をさらった。
Damn.
7年前のあの日に。
先生が俺を誘拐したのはマルクトじゃなくて先生。
今度はしくじったりしない。私にはお前が必要なのだ。
俺人に必要だなんて言われたのは初めてだ。
It's sad.
先生だけはいつも俺のことを褒めたり叱ったり本気で接してくれてたもんな。
Yeah, Sensei, it's almost like I'm emotionally dependent on you.
俺先生についてくよ。
Therefore,
よし。では行こうか。お前自身の未来をつかみ取るために。
はい。
he's not in our party.
He's not a party member, which is extremely funny.
If he was, he'd be in the menu. Damn, no one here.
Now you know, the door's right there.
Yeah. Oh, he's here.
どうしたルーク。
これからのことを考えてたらワクワクしてきたんだ。先生と旅するのも初めてだし。
そうか。初めてではないのだが。
でも俺。
いいのだよルーク。お前はこれから過去ではなく未来のために行動するのだ。思い出せぬ記憶にとらわれることはない。
はい。
くれぐれも我らの胸の内を他の者に悟られることのないようにな。
わかりました。
I'm very curious how this situation pans out.
I wonder. Guess we'll see.
See, because if he was a playable character, I was like, oh, we in for a fun-filled little short section of Luke and Master Van
Doing
trials
stuff,
and
yeah.
tribulations, but I have a feel because he's not actually playable, probably not.
Yeah. That is like the downside to just like also just showing who's playable, because then I don't know, it takes no. I do wonder when you like if you make like a fucking temporary party member kind of thing and give him a full ass moveset, I feel like you could like spend the resources doing that easier in like a turn-based game than an action game.
Probably, because you don't have to
Yeah.
worry too. Yeah, that seems like it'd probably be easier.
That's it. If the character in question was like a boss or something, you could already like use similar logic of just being like, oh yeah, give the enemy moveset. Depending on how you like design playable characters versus enemies.
話は聞いた。いつ出発だ。
I'm just armchair deving how that'd work.
そのことでジェイドから提案があるらしいですよ。
万葉将にお話しするのは気が引けるのですが、まあいいでしょう。中央大会をオラクルの船が監視しているようです。大英支派の妨害工作でしょう。
大佐。
事実です。まあ大英支派かどうかは未確認ですが、とにかく海は危険です。
Time for the world map.
海へおとりの船を出港させて 我々
Oh
は
yeah,
陸路で
Cheesedonia.
ケセドニアへ行きましょう。ケセドニアから先のローテルロー海はマルクとの制圧下にあります。船で開通路へ向かうことは難しくありません。
なるほど。ではこうしよう。
But I kind of like
君
how
の船に
in this setting, you have sort of like the very bog standard fantasy trope of, oh, we got the kingdom, and then the empire, but like there isn't like they don't go with the usual kind of morality that comes with those labels.
Yeah.
私がアクゼルス救援隊に同行することは、ならば私の乗船で信憑性も増す。オラクルはなおのこと。
よろしいでしょう。どのみちあなたを信じるより他にはありません。
I guess that's why he's not in our party.
だけど
ルーク、私を信じられないか。
分かったよ。
では、私は港へ行く。ティア、ルークを頼むぞ。
こちらは少人数の方が目立たなくて済みます。これ以上同行者を増やさないようにしましょう。話を通しておきますので、町の出口で待っていてください。
There will definitely only be this many people.
Yeah.
で残ったのが冷血
Damn
な嫌いか。誤解を招く言い方するな。女性は大好きだ。
I love women, he says.
"そうじゃない。そうじゃなくて、
さあ、行きましょう。
人の話を聞け。
Sorry, guy. Alright, I'll sort out parties later. Oh yeah, we gotta get to the
You have that side quest, right?
the ports, I think, to get the books.
Yeah. Though, real quick, if you want, whenever you want to tag me over from tier to either Guy or Luke, I don't really care which one. Do that.
Oh yeah, you just don't want to play as.
I don't actually think playing as tier is very fun.
Yeah, It's okay. I'll give her. I'll throw her a bone by making her like the map character. Maybe we'll give her a shot later. Actually, I'll give her. I'll try her for a bit and then immediately switch to Guy if I'm like not feeling up for it. I feel like. So I just want to know what happened there.
Hmm?
What'd she do?
I don't know.
I'm trying to parse what kind of thing she did, and I can't.
ずるいなあ。ごめんなさい。でも安心してアニス。好きで一緒にいるわけじゃないから。
なんか傷つく。
Oh no, she's just another way.
イオン様についていなくていいんです。
大佐、それが朝起きたらベッドがもぬけの殻で、街を探したらどこかのサーカス団みたいな人がイオン様っぽい人と街の外へ行ったって。
That's not good.
Well,
サーカスだ。おい、まさか。
やられましたね。多分漆黒の翼の仕業だ。
あいつら来るか。追いかけようぜ。
ダメだよ。街を出てすぐのとこに六人将のシンクがいて邪魔するんだもん。まずいわ。六人将がいたら私たちが陸路を行くことも知られてしまう。ほえ、ルーク様たち船でアクゼリスへ行くんじゃないんですか？
いや、そっちはおとりだ。くそ、なんとかして外に出ないと。
それなら私も途中まで連れてって。街の外に出られればイオン様を探せるから。
ジェド、どうする？
仕方ないでしょう。しかし今回のイオン様誘拐にはモースの介入がないようですね。
そうですね。怒ってたもん。ということは、やっぱり六人将とモース様はつながっていない。
だからといってモースが戦争を求めていることの否定にはつながりませんがね。
六人将はイオンをどうしたんだ？前の時は
セフィロス。
セフィロトってとこに連れて行かれてたよな。
推測するには情報が少ないですね。それよりこの町をどうやって脱出するかです。
This reminds me that
いい方法がある。旧市街にある
I was looking into some like I was looking into a bunch of like esoteric like mysticism type stuff or whatever for tabletop RPG reasons.
Yeah.
And I put two and two together that you know how in DMC5 they have the Clyfoth or whatever,
Yeah.
which is like the opposite in mysticism of the Sephiroth. But then they also in that game have the Nidhogg, but that's like the wrong tree parasite from a different mythology.
Yeah, I think that just happens in Japanese games a lot. They
Yeah.
like, they really like,
Just mix and match.
yeah.
I just
I think
thought it
there's
was
some-
really funny because it's like it's like they decided like what theming they wanted to go for their big giant fucked up cursed tree, and then they're like, but you know this other mythology, they got the big worm monster thing on their tree. We kind of want that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like in Xenoblade Saga as well, there's like obviously the Jesus stuff, and you know, the Jewish mysticism, all that, and Gnosticism. But also, there's just some random Norse mythology allusions as well. I'm just wondering what, why are they doing this?
Hello, the big Chungus.
たまたま見つけたのさ。その時は興味なかったんだけどな。ああ、そうなんだ。
Not
I
much.
just realized
there.
Guy was wearing a choker.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying hello to the big Chungus in the chat. We are currently watching skits. Well, actually,
Yeah.
now we're trying to hunt down someone for a side quest.
Yeah, where the fuck was that? That was in the port, right? I gotta go down.
Mel is there. Is Mel's audio not being picked up?
Hello. Hello. Okay, maybe I should
no,
like.
it should be picked up. Yeah,
I guess I
Mel
should
is there.
scooch a lot closer to my microphone. I keep like
No,
turning away.
I-
accidentally.
I think you're being picked up. You're fine.
Okay. Hello, I'm the person controlling. Oh, hey, it's the person I know.
Oh, apparently you're not hearable on your own stream.
What? That's weird. How?
Or maybe UT said earlier, so maybe that's not true anymore. But
Oh. Alright. Well, we're...
どうしたの？
いつかルークに見せてやりたいと思ってた場所があってね。この機会に連れて行きたいんだから。俺を？面白いとこなのか？
だけどイオン様が。
それは分かってる。けど、こいつが
I do get some gameplay in this session just because last session we had like none.
頼むよ。
and you know
No.
the story gotta
ダメ
happen.
だからね。
Oh yeah. I didn't know you were replaying both Symphonia and Abyss Mage.
すまない。
I know you're doing Symphonia,
でも
but
悪いな。
I've been thinking after I finish this, what I want to do in terms of playing the others.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's actually, funnily enough, I have a friend who's a fan of Fantasia and does not like any of the other Tales games that he has played, from what I can tell. And I kind of want to try out Fantasia. I think. I mean, it makes sense. It's the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering Fantasia, but I was like, since Symphonia takes place in the same setting, I was like, I can wait.
What's the version of Fantasia everyone tells you to play again? It's like the like second fan translation of the PS1 version or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
Like I have this thing where I'm kind of curious to play the SNES versions of Fantasia and Star Ocean 1 a little bit, just because I want to see how differently they play from other stuff, and then probably mostly play the good versions of the game.
Yeah. I always forget Star Ocean 1 has the Super Nintendo version, honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy. They like made that team just made like the two most high-end Super Nintendo games back to back.
Yeah.
Also, Mage, if you have any pro strat tips for this, feel free to share them in the chat.
民間の道場さ。お前、剣術が好きだろ
My internet seems to be crapping out and you're a little garbly, but I think you're coming through mostly okay.
Okay, I hope I did.
ここは武術に携わる者に。
わかるのですか？
まあ、その者が持つ独特の空気など。
I can read his status menu. It's all good. Just do what you can. No rush or pressure.
まだまだと見える。
なんだと
I want to figure out the Abyss sauce.
I've been thinking a lot about this game's combat system and where I'm at with it so far.
そうい
I feel like it would have gone a long way if when they did the transition to 3D, they didn't make it so that enemies could hit you off axis. I think that would actually do a lot for me, like, connecting with this combat system more.
That makes sense. I see, like, I don't know if it's just because I've beaten Symphonia and we're like still
early
10 hours into this,
Yeah.
but I do feel like I do feel so far I'm not. It's not the same. It feels like it's like, you know.
Well, are we still unlocking stuff that you had by default in Symphonia, like you said?
I think we still need to unlock the part where we switch party members in battle.
Yeah.
Not to mention throwing items.
Maybe it's a good thing that my first one of these is this one, so that when I do go and play that or other ones later, I'm like, oh, I just
Yeah.
have this stuff. But,
Yeah, I've heard some people call this one like mechanically a side grade more than an upgrade to Symphonia.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like the free run is definitely helps in that regard.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't been using free run because Kayam said not to. So I've been like, okay, I'll try and do as requested. As for the FOFs, I've been trying, but I haven't actually landed them except for like once. It's kind of hard to, if you don't know which arts activate on which elements, and also like, you know, sometimes like a lot of the fields we're getting are like the white incomplete ones rather than like complete ones, and you know you got to be there at the right time to like, you know, actually time it. So you know.
Mel, I'm gonna be honest. So far, I see no downside to using the free run. It seems a very handy way to get out of the tight situations.
Oh no, I mean just like hit. My friend's point is like don't use it as a crutch. Is the thing. That's why I'm not using it. Because it does seem busted.
I don't know if it's a crutch, but
Yeah.
I think they had the linear combat system, and then they started to add the 3D elements, and they're like, we need to give people a way to get around this when it gets a little, like, just by nature of it adding that extra access and the way they have it set up, it is going to get a little clunky if you can't easily reposition, I feel.
Yeah. But I can see how, like, given the trajectory of the franchise, that maybe some people are a bit like, oh well, free run. They should have done something different, maybe. I think I remember Graces puts more emphasis on like sidestepping, like in Tekken, as opposed to like the free run. But you know. I will check what arts tier has in a second.
See, my thing is like, if enemies came like, I feel like where the fighting game comparison is kind of falling apart for me is even in the 3D games, you don't really have people coming at you from the side in that way. And like, I feel like if they kind of funneled which directions the enemies could come at you, it would go a long way in like smoothing things out. It's
Yeah,
very.
I guess if it's like-
it's been fun to noodle in my brain how I'm feeling about this combat system.
Yeah. Okay. What is FS Chamber? Oh, first of all, here's what Tier's arts are. Got Howhammer, Nocturnal Light, First Aid, Invoke Ground. Oh, she just can put fields. Okay.
Oh, she just got a lot more shit then, huh?
Yeah.
So are those setting up the little fields on the ground, those invoke skills?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
She's being invoked.
Yes. She just like me for real.
Actually, not at home. Let me big brain this. Wind goes up.
I'm a little surprised. Maybe I guess it makes sense they want to ease you into it. I'm a little surprised when we got the tutorial for how those worked, we didn't unlock something like this.
Yeah, ground is down. I'll do flame is left and water is right. According to Mage, it takes 2 of these to actually set a field. That's interesting. But
Oh,
I'll
so you have
put
to cast it twice?
Yeah, I think it's because like it seems like, I guess it depends. I guess it depends like if she puts like, because you know you can put like the 50% field or the 100% field. So if you had it, I don't know. I'll see.
Oh, okay.
Experiment.
Okay.
Let me see what the fuck we got. Carmine Chamber. It's
So
all
also,
to the
did you
point-
put that on a second macro set too? Because I saw it's the right stick, right?
Yeah. So if you go down, you can hit the macro stack. And the cool thing about that is,
Yeah, go back to that. I just want to make sure I know how to...
so with Luke, you can set these, and you can set down, up, left, and right on the stick. But check this out. So you can,
Set your
Call
ally
assist.
stuff?
yeah, you can do assists
Oh, okay.
with the shortcut button.
How does that work if someone else is playing that character?
I'm not sure. I'm actually curious about
Can you
this,
just
to be
take
honest.
control of the other player? That's kind of, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. To be honest, I've never done co-op before, so.
And I'm
Fun fact.
assuming, so like the other things I need to hit like circle and D-pad to activate the art, but I'm assuming those I just flick the stick, right?
Yeah, I think you can just flick the stick for those
Okay,
ones.
because I saw it was called shortcut instead of whatever the other thing was, so.
Yeah, I think from my knowledge, for the art mapping, you can only choose your own, but for whenever there's shortcuts, you can put more.
Okay.
And I think I read that in Vesperia you can set up to like twice as many shortcuts. So you know, if you like Marvel, I guess this game has a bit of that.
So is it-
in manner of speaking?
Is it... When you say assist, is it active? Is it just taking wherever their position is on the map and then having them do the thing? Or do they, like, fly over?
I don't know if they fly over, but I think they like maybe they auto position. I guess we can check. We can
Yeah, I was
test it
about to
out.
say, like, how... Is it actually an assist, or is it just a short pad command for when you're not playing someone?
Yeah, so I'll give you Guy, and we can test it out.
Yeah, let's try it out.
Because right now I feel like I may as well use Here's arts for these fucking fields. Or shortcuts at least. And yeah, so now we got the thing where we can switch party members mid-battle, but the other thing I think is like, let's see what's this thing? Carmine Chamber lets you alter arts.
They usually move over to your position or to the position ready to go to the attack off on the enemy. Okay.
Okay,
See,
so the auto attack.
my mind goes more to like, that's like puppet character shit rather than assist.
Yeah, but I guess it's like you're working with like limitations. I guess like you can't. That's actually like something I've been like a workshop in my head because like I want to do like, I've mentioned wanting to do a Magical Girl action game kind of thing. And so I think like team combat mechanics are interesting to include in that, and so I've been thinking like, how do you do that? This is a fawn slot. Okay, so there's increased attack, increased knockback, reduce cost, and alter at lower strength. That's cool. So we can fuck with this later, but it's cool to know this exists.
Okay.
And we can do this for all the fucking things. That's cool. I have no idea how we get these things though.
So this is sorry. So this is basically we get buffs for each. Like we can customize what each individual skills, like what sort of benefits we want to give them. Is that what's happening here?
You can give them buffs in like different areas.
Okay.
So like I guess for example, Fangblade here, because Luke's got the Gale Foff, we could theoretically have a setup where we lower the amount of you can use it in lower fields, and that way when Tyr sets the Gale one, he'll be able to use it more often. It's interesting customization stuff. I hope we can figure out more shit to do with this at some point. We'll figure it out. Do you want to learn anything? I think we learned everything.
I think we have everything.
I think we found. I think it's just. Yeah, you can switch. Okay, so let's see what Mate says. Certain chambers will have additional effects on different arts. That's interesting. So equipping Grass Chamber on Raging Blast will give the effect Steel effect. You can switch these out whenever to go. So go nuts. So it's not like a sunk cost thing either. So it's like a. You can what's it called again? Like a respec? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Feels
That's
very
cool.
material-like in a way.
I love Materia. I need to get to Trails because I know that series is basically also doing Materia.
Oh, is
In a
it?
different way, but
You know the funny thing about that series is I know. Okay, no, that's not true. I only know one thing about it is that, or I guess combat-wise, I only know one thing about it, and it was one of my fellow RPG sicko friends or whatever was trying to get into, I believe it was the Sky trilogy when kind of Cold Steel was starting to pop off in the West or whatever.
yeah.
And their reaction after, I think, beating the first game was their realization, like, okay, I understand that these have, like, pretty interesting stories that go places, but they were like, I think their takeaway was, like, the RPG combat system was just a little too basic for them. And they were like, I think this is the realization that I actually care more about RPG gameplay than I thought. And I was like, oh, that's funny. But I have heard that, I think Sky, I've heard that it takes until the third game for things to get a little more in-depth, and then I think Cold Steel's a bit more complex as well. But
Yeah.
I honestly don't know anything about those games gameplay mechanics-wise other than what my friend had to say about Sky. I mostly hear about
Yeah, I
the
do want to play
story.
them myself. It's just I'm obviously prioritizing other RPG series right now.
I'll play them at some point, but
Yeah.
So here's my thing with the Trails games. Everyone always says the thing about how there's a shit ton of dialogue, and every single time you, like, do anything in the game world, everyone and their mother has, like, a different text box. What I'm actually curious about is, okay, that is pretty impressive, but is, like, the actual writing good? And I feel like I never get a straight answer on that part, so...
Oh shit, we learned stuff.
I will one day experience it for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a side quest. I honestly think I missed a lot of side quests in Symphonia, but that's because I wasn't using the guide, like I told you earlier.
Damn. Luke's not caring about people getting fired.
Demon Fist, oh. Alright, so let's look at your fucking That was an accident.
Tyr causes the fire at the docks.
You got Demon Fist. Base. It's a base arc. Do you want this anywhere? Want to try it out?
Get rid of. I don't remember what half of these do, if I'm being honest.
Fangblade, I think you may as well keep.
Keep Fangblade.
Havoc Stripe, he jumps up and kicks them. Sonic Thrust is dusting knockdown.
Oh yeah, I
move.
remember that. What was Raging Blast again? Get rid of Sonic Thrust.
Yeah.
Let's try Demon Fist.
That's a weird thing, like as Mage mentioned in the chat. This game, for some reason, so I obviously I'm not like a tech savant, so I don't fully get the applications, but I can like conceptualize them in my head. But like the fact this game is like for the reason low on OTGs and therefore disincentivizing knockdowns seems a bit weird.
I was about to say, I don't even think I've noticed OTGs were a thing in this game, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I've done one. Also,
I know
that kid
Symphony had
looking
a
over
good-
that cliff is causing me so much secondhand distress. Kid, get away from the side of the...
I know, like, I was told by my friend in Symphonia, the base level Demon Fang is useful for restanding, so... things like that. The Abandoned Factory, where the fuck is that? I do feel like maybe I was overzealous in trying to like do two Tales games at once, and so I found myself going like, "Damn, why'd I start a second one?"
Yeah, it's all good.
Not that Destiny's bad, of course, but more just like, you know. Yeah. A lot of Tales games have cool things to offer with respect to analysis. They do seem like they shake it up a lot. Like, even though there's like the successor to Abyss, no, what am I saying, Symphonia. It's
like
got...
the field stuff is completely original for this game. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
right?
it is the only time it happens too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like my impression of Vesperia from what I played it plays a lot more closely to like Symphonia, but like it has free run as well. It's got its own shit going on, I'm sure, probably, but
立ち入り禁止なんだよ。
そこの兵士さんなら城から呼び出されたとかで、あんたたちも工場跡に行くのかい？さっきも若い女の子が天空客車に乗ったけど、最近はそういうのが流行ってるのかね。
I do think like one of the reasons I picked Destiny to play in the meantime was also I was interested in his battle system, but I think like the one I'm really curious to play after that is Rebirth, which is the 2D one before the Destiny remake, with the 3 lanes and shit.
まあ、いいんじゃねえの？
That sound
なんかこいつに乗り
having lanes actually sounds really interesting for
Yeah.
what this type of battle system is doing.
Yeah, and it also doesn't have like the TP system either, so it's got like it seems like such a weird experimental game from what I've heard described of it, so I'm really excited to play it when it gets translated potentially this year. Well, I guess we're in a dungeon.
That was what a transition.
You even got a chest in the overview.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel actually really curious to go back to the old games, like the pre-3D ones after playing this game, because I feel like the 3D transition has been, like, saying this is someone with this is the only game in the series I really have any honest to god like experience with, I feel like the 3D transition was handled very bizarrely.
Yeah, I think that probably makes sense. Like I was recommended to start with Symphonia just because it's like the middle ground as the first 3D game, but also the gameplay is mostly 2D still.
バチカルが布石の落下跡だってのは知ってるな。ここから奥へ進んでいくと、落下の衝撃でできた自然の壁を突き抜けられるはずだ。
I think I saw that like there's a lot of dialogue cut from the official localization of Eternia on the PS1, so I think I was gonna wait for a retranslation of that.
なるほど。工場跡なら。
But there's a lot of games to play.
排水を流す施設がある。
そういうこと。ここの排水設備はもう死んでる。
Oh shit, we're in the sewer.
通ることはできるはずだ。
Oh, well, you know, you need one of those in an
あなた
RPG.
詳しいのね。
Saw that coming a mile away.
見つけましたわ。
なんだお前。そんな格好でどうしてこんなとこに。
決まってますわ。宿敵同士が和平を結ぶという大事な時に王女の私が出ていかなくてどうしますの。
アホかお前。外の世界はお姫様がのほほんとしてられる世界じゃないんだよ。下手したら魔物だけじゃなくて人間とも戦うんだぞ。
Luke's like, there's no place for a spoiled child wearing the hot dog suit.
私だって3年前ケセドニア北部の戦で慰問に出かけたことがありますもの。
Oh, is she just super down for killing people? Let's go! I actually really like the idea that Luke's, like, first time killing a man is this big, like, super hardcore traumatic experience, and she just, like, let's fucking go, let's roll some heads.
失礼ながら同感です。
ナタリア様、城へお戻りになった方が。
Unfortunately, the plot demands.
お黙りなさい。私はランバルディア流アーチェリーのマスターランクですわ。それにヒーラーとしての学問も収めました。その頭の悪そうなオラクルや愛想なオラクルより役に立つはずですわ。
Natalia really gonna be like, I'm a healer, but
この子魔女。
Holy shit.
下品ですわね。戦学がにじんでいてよ。呆れたお姫様だわ。
これは面白くなってきましたね。
Jake's like, oh man, I love this. I love the drama.
女は怖いんだよ。
Guy, now's not the time.
ついてくんな。
あのことをばらしますわよ。
あのことって
I like how we have 2 camera angles in a row where Luke is just, like, obscured.
I like that she's like, oh, I'll tell about your you know what, and the thing is, Luke might not actually know.
Yeah, this...
私聞いてしまいました。
Oh, yeah.
あなたが万葉賞と城の
It would be extremely funny if she invented blackmail.
おい、どこまで聞いた。
あなたを誘拐したのがあの方で、ダートに亡命なさる。
その前は。
聞いていません。私立ち聞きしに行った。ただあなたに私を連れて行ってくださるようお願いしようと思って。
連れて行ったら黙ってるか。
亡命なさっても私との約束を思い出していただけるなら。
Oh, she's a tank.
よし、指切りだ。
Oh, a ranged tank is kind of fun.
指切り。
Yeah, I mean, she's got healing spells too, so I don't know. The DPS mage tank healer thing isn't one-to-one. But also, I don't think that's like a necessarily clean representation of what this series
I
does
mean,
anyway.
are there... I was about to say, does this game even really care that much about, like... Are there skills involving, like, drawing aggro on, like, a specific person or anything like that?
Yeah, no.
I didn't think so. It didn't feel
And I feel like I don't know if I necessarily want that.
It doesn't seem like that type of game, so...
Yeah, like some games let you taunt under certain conditions, but I don't know if that actually does anything. And even then, that's like a, it's a taunt, not an aggro skill.
よろしくお願いしますわ。
Oh, so Natalia is just like, can take all the hits.
見損なったわ。
うるせえな。親善大使は俺だ。
He's letting it go to his head.
そうですわ。今後私
Damn, you know, it's
はやめてください。
isn't it kind of wild that this is the second coming of age story we're experiencing this weekend involving a Duke's son
王女だとバレてしまうかもしれませんから。
and a princess?
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I want to talk about that movie so bad, but I don't want to talk about it on
We gotta do-
tomorrow
Oh,
because I feel like the conversation will not be satisfactory.
nice.
Because I feel like, well, are we gonna really spoil the new movie that just came out in like our podcast? I don't know. I don't know if I want to like spend too much time on the.
ナタリア。
Part of me kind of wants to do like another spoiler cast. But I just don't know when we do it or how. Well, not how, but like,
I don't know if I have enough in me for a full spoiler cast, honestly. At least on my end, I can keep things pretty
あなたが決めたことに
top
対して
view.
差し出がましいことは言うつもり
I guess maybe it's because I'm just like coming from someone who read the books. I'm also just like thinking lots of
悪い口も持
thoughts.
っておりませんわ。
そうか。わかった。そのまま誰にも話さないでくれよ。
害に
If you don't got it in you, that's fine too.
先
Yeah.
生に言われたからな。
I feel like, yeah, because I have a lot of thoughts about how they deviated adaptation-wise, too. But, like, I don't think it's anything that I could... My take on it has honestly been, like, on paper, if you told me the changes from the book they made before I had seen the movie, I would have been like, oh, that's some coward shit. But then actually watching the movie, I'm like, oh, I actually really like how they did this.
Yeah. I guess I want like that's a conversation I kind of want to have, but I also don't want to spoil the
Yeah.
movie when it just came out. So I'm not really sure what to do.
I came away big happy, though. Mostly.
Yeah, I like the ending.
Same. Oh, shit. There we
Gameplay
go.
after 5 hours.
I had to make Parsec my active window again. Where's my... There we go. Yeah, I should use that against a flying enemy. That makes more sense.
What are my? Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm stupid. I was pressing the art button.
Oh, I was sitting circle that entire time instead of... Square's my regular attack button as well, right? no, it's X,
Oh,
it's X.
interesting. Foffs give you super armor, and you can't die while they're in the middle of them. What the fuck are my skills? Oh, okay, so I got... Pierce Line, heal. One thing that, like... One thing I'd like to do, just for my own brainworms, is just be like, I want to know what each person's string is, or set of strings is. And like that's something they don't explain to you, but I like to write it down, if that makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice. Oh shit, she got the crouching. Yeah, so interesting. So I'm getting used to her basic attack, and it's cool. So if
Yeah.
you
I need
Her
to-
neutral?
There we go.
her neutral is a straight arrow.
さあ片付いたぜ。
Well, you got over limit for Luke, apparently. So for Natalia, if you press her neutral arrows go straight. If you press down, she crouches. And if you press forward, they do like an arch. So I'm experimenting.
So wait, what is
Move.
what's the down arrow do if she crouches?
It's just like a lower arrow, I think.
Oh.
But she's also in a crouching pose.
I wonder if there's lower to the ground enemies where you need to
Yeah.
specifically use that for.
Okay, which is the path? I can't know. I don't know. Fuck is that?
I don't know. So, you
There's
know,
my-
a sewer enemy, big piece of goop.
参りますわよ。
Yeah. So here's the. Let's see her. Yeah. So just like a lower down attack. Well, rude. Trying to heal him. This is a door.
Yeah, actually, hold on. So if combat ends and you use TP to like start up a heal, is the TP consumed when you start
早くここを抜けてしまいましょう。
the cast, or is
Actually,
it
not
that how it's
sure.
completed?
いいのかこのまま連れて行っちまった
I'm assuming
しょうがねえ
it does. The cost doesn't happen until the spell is cast.
お守りや大変でしょうね。同情します。
So I don't have to worry about like, oh, I started casting and waste TP without actually healing anyone if battle ends too early.
慎んで辞退しますよ。
I'm just
Yeah.
curious what the economics of that are. It only counts when
Wait,
it's
don't-
completed. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, good quality.
それが紳士のたしなみではなくて、
おや、怒られてしまいました。
No fucker. Oh, come on.
And this is how we get. This is how we get the EXP.
Oh, wait.
That's my up again. There we go.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was not looking at my HP. That was my bad.
Yeah, I was trying to heal you, but you died faster than...
That's
Fuck!
funny.
Fuck, no!
Oh god. There we go. There we go.
Should've got
guys are-
more...
These guys are doing more damage than I anticipated.
Yeah, I should've gone to the store and, got some...
I need to also just be better about guarding.
鍛錬と違い、実践はなかなか難しいものですわね。
だったら帰ればいいのに
冗談ではありませんわ。私は帰りません。それに今だって私の忠術が役に立ったではありませんか。
確かに今までセブンスフォニムが必要な治癒術を扱えるのはティアだけだったからな。セブンスフォニマーであるナタリアがヒーラーとして同行してくれるのはありがたいかもしれないが。
What items in particular do you mean?
ついてきたらお前だってこき使われて大変なんだぜ。
ルーク、約束を忘れましたの？とにかく私が同行することはあなた自身が了承しましたのよ。これ以上とやかく言うような未練がまし
That's a
い
good
真似は
expression.
おやめなさい。よろしいですか？
I like when they pop out of the box. It adds a lot of character. Yeah, like they have really fun with the choreography even of these skits. I like
Yeah,
that.
I think, like, they don't have any of the full body shots in, damn, again, a lot of them.
ルークの料理は絶対
We don't get any of the full body shots in Symphonia.
ナタリアよりはマシだぞ。
But the 2D team I think uses like full body shots as the default rather than like the portrait ones.
Oh, you get interesting. You get penalized for using items in general. I'm actually kind of surprised by that, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a they got score going on with the grade system.
Yeah, that's interesting because like for something like a Devil May Cry with like the items there, I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense that they penalize you for that score wise. But like for an RPG, I'm actually like, oh, I'm a little surprised, but I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I
They
think
want,
they're
you
like
they want you to get through stuff without like over reliance on healing and stuff like that. So
yeah, like if you can do it, then you're the better for it kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically being an idiot and exploring for items in chests.
Oh, that was just a dead end.
Yeah. I always feel weird when it's just like just a dead end. Like
I feel
Yep.
weird when it's like a 3D environment like this. I'm always kind of
Yeah.
like, huh. Stuff like first-person dungeon crawlers, I was like, ah, you got me. Oh, that would be Galaxy Brain. Imagine a game with like the Tales combat system, but instead of dungeoneering like this, it's like tile-based wizardry style. That would feel so weird.
like you do Taba's wizardry and then suddenly you end up in a fighting game arena.
Yeah. I do really like how this game does the percentile based stuff for the items.
Yeah.
I think more games should do that.
Yeah, I think it makes sense in
Instead
the
of
end.
just having 99 potions that you spam out the X button because they aren't healing you worth a damn late game, but you want to use them
Yeah.
for free healing. It's yeah. Am I stupid, or have you gone everywhere you could go and hit dead ends everywhere?
Yeah, no, you're right. I did. I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to like lower some ladders as we progress.
Okay. Oh, we didn't go all the way further here as we could have. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't go here.
ナタリアもう少しゆっくり歩けよ
Now, time for the most important question. How are Tears Hales not getting stuck in the grates?
なんですか
Yeah.
もう疲れましたの
For that matter, Natalia's too.
そんなんじゃねえよ
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Like we get a limit of 20 items until you beat the game, where you can lower. In New Game Plus, you can raise the item cap.
お姫様
Is that 20 of each type of item, or 20 of...
Each type.
Okay.
Nothing crazy like, oh, you can only have 20 items in your bag.
Yeah. We got some Earthbound backpack shit going on. What's,
Yes.
What's happening here?
別に
This game would be better if it had multi-bottle rockets.
Yeah, I think
それに私たちは
I was thinking in my head like
人々のために少しでも急がなければなりません
characters whose mechanic is items are interesting to me.
What are your thoughts on attack items in RPGs? I always feel weird because I feel like they almost are... I actually think that's a weird spot where I think Earthbound, gameplay mechanics-wise, is honestly behind even a lot of other games at the time. I do think the way that Jeff is handled as a character with the items and, like, that being able to be his main form of attack is actually handled pretty well.
Yeah. I had a big brain moment when I realized that Jeff was the same archetype of the character as Riku from Final Fantasy X.
The game I always think about attack items is Legend of Dragoon, where they give you like a bunch of random ones that like you can use to deal pretty big damage, but at the same time it almost sometimes feels like, well, as I progress in the game and my characters get more skills and shit to do, why would I use the items? And I feel like that's a tough balance to hit.
Yeah, I think I agree with Mage here. It's more interesting when they have more effects beyond damage.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, I think I always felt weird about Jeff in Earthbound because he was like the odd one out. Like him just being mechanically different was a weird thing for me.
ナタリア
Well, it's weird because you have like Nessa's big brain physical attack guy, Paula's like caster for like mobs and stuff. Jeff is like super item based, and then Pooh is just kind of weird red mage that like doesn't really fit any archetypes real well.
あなた一人に
Yeah, his like skill set is basically overlaps 90% with Paula, and also he is PK Starstrom.
Yeah.
少なくともこの場ではあなたは王族という身分を捨てているわけですからね
I think maybe Mother 3 was better about this.
It is, except I also do think Boney kind of sucks in that game, and I wish he was better.
Yeah, you only have like 2 casters, and like you only have one that's like the Black Mage. I do think it's interesting that like those games are like, oh, your protagonist has like the favorite thing like super spell, but other than that, they're mostly like debuffs and stuff as their
い
thing.
ちいちうるさ
And
いですわ
healing.
よ
いやあ皆さん理解が深まったようですねよかったよかった
Yeah, FF5 is very cool about a lot of things, honestly. I really want to replay that game. It's been a minute. Every summer, I'm like, I should do the 4-job Fiesta thing, and I never do it.
I want to play FF5 for the first time, but then I'll eventually do Forza Fiesta. Also, I feel bad that because of a conversation during that cutscene, I kind of don't know what happened in that cutscene. I got the gist of it, but you know, I'm sure there were some nice lines. That's just like the experience, though.
Yeah.
Just switch. Hello.
I love my fancy-ass, abandoned weird sewer factory with cool
What's
lips.
that? Yeah,
And ghost Pokemon.
yeah, I like the idea of thinking of like, I don't know, I've only so far as job games go, I've only played FF Tactics, but also I feel like I don't know, maybe I'll prefer the implementation in 5.
うじゃうじゃうぜ
People are like, oh yeah, FF Tactics, one of the greatest, it's the best of its genre. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I like Tactics a lot, but I like Tactics Ogre more.
It's not like I don't, I don't like I dislike Tactics, but I also think there's some, I played some Disgaea games, and like it's going for a different thing, but I feel like I would appreciate some of the quality of life stuff in Disgaea games in FFT.
See, I found Disgaea mind-numbingly boring. I think part of that might just be the writing. I just do not like the writing in those games though too.
Yeah.
I think which version of Tactics did you play? Did you play
War
War
of
of
the
the
Lions.
Lions? Okay, yeah, because it is smoother a little bit, but yeah. I don't know, the FF Tactics Ogre style of SRPG system is kind of my go-to for SRPGs, but
Yeah, Odin Sphere Lethal Sphere is pretty sick.
I need to play that game.
It's really cool. It also lets you. Okay, we got more stuff to put in the chamber if we want later. It lets you map a lot of shortcuts, including like fighting game events. So you can, like,
I played a little bit of the PS2 game after I played Miramasa, and I fucking liked that game a lot. And then I went back to Odin Sphere, but that was remake that smoothed things out a lot. And I thought I didn't dislike the original Odin Sphere, but I was like, yeah, it's okay. I'll get back to it. And then they came out with the remake, and I was like, oh, I should just play that. So
yeah, and the thing about the remake is it also just has the old game in it.
yeah, which is cool. More games should do that.
Yeah. I need to finish. Do we just get out of here?
I think so.
Fuck, I don't even care about the chest actually anymore. I'm like low on resources, so I'm like, oh, fuck it, we can miss some chests. It's fine. That's probably RPG experience.
Yeah.
Missing things. What the fuck? Where's
what
the Switch anyway?
RPGs do you guys like the most? Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, and Nocturne. I feel like that's Atlus's golden era of RPGs. Final Fantasies I like. I like 9. My top 3 absolutely is 9, then 5, then 10. 7's up there for me. 12's up there for me. I am maybe the person you will meet with the strongest opinions about Final Fantasy III's gameplay mechanics between versions. And I cannot explain to you why.
You got overlimit now. I don't know how you can deal with that. I think it's an art you can equip, but
Probably.
just-
I like Saga a lot too. Saga's great. I feel like Saga is a game series that I appreciate how experimental it is. Sometimes those experiments don't always work, but I appreciate that they try.
oh yeah, do you want to put Fangblade Havoc somewhere?
Let's just replace regular Fangblade with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, this is level 2 art, so you can chain like one of your level 1s into it.
Okay. Let's try.
Oh wait,
Demon
what's
Fist.
the? What is? I guess you can save your overlimit for later, just because these are some mooks. But like,
Do I just hit triangle maybe?
there's a button. I think there is a button that lets you do overlimit, but I just forget what it was. I think it's L2, but
Okay.
not from the menu, but just like in battle.
I am a Devil Survivor 2 person over a Devil Survivor Overclocked person, but I do like me some Devil Survivor 1.
For me, I like. Yeah, I don't know if I have a ranking, and there's a lot of RPGs I feel like I need to play.
Oh,
Like
Dragon
I still need to play. You're the one paused, by the way, Brad.
Oh,
Um,
shit. I didn't realize that was me.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest V also my favorite Dragon Quest, for sure.
I really like FF10 is one of my favorite games.
It's a good one.
There's a lot of RPGs I still need to play. Part of my Tales quest is also just a general RPG quest. And obviously I want to play Star Ocean, but like
I really want to play Star Ocean 1 and 2.
yeah, I want to play. Yeah, I definitely also want to play The World Ends With You as well.
The World Ends With You is a game that I want to give it another go. I I have tried multiple versions of that game across its various ports, including the DS one multiple times, and just for whatever reason, like, I can never get the combat to, like, click with my brain.
Yeah, I want to play. I made the foolish decision of getting. I got a copy off eBay, and it was the Japanese version.
Oh.
So, well, I can't play that. But
See, Neo Twiwi also seems sick as shit, but I don't want to play that until we play the first game. So
yeah,
one day I will go through the DS version of that.
yeah.
game.
But I think Mage is like the person I know who's like most knowledgeable about that series and its combat mechanics. So
I've a lot of my friends really fucking love those games.
I really like the team mechanic looking combat mechanics in Neo 2 just looks sick.
Yeah.
The way it's like everyone is on a phase button kind of thing. Which I guess is kind of like Valkyrie Profile, but obviously different. But you know, that's another game I want to play really a lot. Valkyrie Profile, which you know.
Oh, I'm stupid. I was hitting the wrong input. So I'd be. Oh, and I'm up TP.
Nope.
What am I doing? Okay.
Yeah, so Valkyrie Profile along with like Star Ocean are as part of like a. I want to play them for like their my own reasons, but obviously like. Them being Tails adjacent when I'm in my Tails arc doesn't hurt.
I feel like I did terrible, but that grade's pretty good.
I guess the thing with like the ports of Toei versus like the DS version is I'm like, well, I want to try the gameplay of the DS version. Because I know the other ports are radically different because it's not the DS.
See, that's the thing, is like the original one, I feel like it breaks my brain, and I'm like, I just need to practice and get used to it. But then when I played, like, when like the Switch version came out and the phone version, I was like, oh, maybe like this is actually going to be easier for me to play. But then I played it and I was like, this just feels compromised. I don't like, you can tell the game was not meant to be played this way. So I'm just like, at some point I'll just like force my brain to get used to how it plays on DS. But
I like how we just got skip that was like, hey, you don't need to fight every monster. Please be careful. Good to know. What are some other RPGs I've played in the past a while? I played Xenosaga.
Oh, I guess it's very obvious from my channel icon, but Nier's probably one of my favorite games.
I need to play Nier Remake.
I need to finish. Yeah, I need to finish the remake. I still haven't seen that new ending. So.
Yeah. I also still want to play through the Kingdom Hearts series, and I'll play through Like a Dragon. Battle Network I'm still working on, chipping away at Battle Network 1, which is like the weakest one, but I'm enjoying it at least.
Yeah, I should get back to Kingdom Hearts at some point in my life. I'll just I'm gonna, since I played the PS2 ones back in the day, I'll just go through that series again from start.
Can I ask the chat where I'm supposed to fucking go right now? I'm supposed to hit a switch, but I don't know where.
Actually, oddly enough, Chain of Memory is also a game I have very strong different opinions from, because every time I see people be like, oh, I'm just going to play the PS2 version, I'm just like, now, I'm not particularly a Kingdom Hearts guy, but I gotta say, I do think that PS2 remake of Chain of Memories is kind of poopy compared to the original.
I definitely heard, like, opinions to both effects.
Yeah. I just do not think they ported that game to a 3D environment very good. But not to say that the original is flawless, but oil tank that you have to set on fire to light the way.
Yeah, I did do that, but I could be stupid and don't actually know where
Let's
to
take
go next
another
after.
look. Did you go up? You went up, right?
Yeah, there was nothing there. Dead end. I know there was a chest.
Oh,
but,
was that not where you lit the oil barrel on fire? Oh no,
That's
this
right
is.
here.
Did you hit the switch next to the barrel?
Yeah, I think so. Does this work?
Does that
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was just stupid.
not make the train car we activated work?
If it does, that'd be nice.
I think that's
I don't
what
know how
that
much.
is.
I'm
I'm
like,
not
well,
sure.
I'm like fighting my brain that's like, I want to see all the nooks and crannies in the brain. Part of my brain is like, I want to get out of here. Nope, not the right switch.
Unless, did you hit it twice and therefore turn it off again?
No, 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 I don't think so. Well, maybe I did. I'm actually not sure. No. Ah, fuck!
Damn. We've
I
been
was trying to
destroyed.
run into the door and then.
You said L2? Oh, I just did
Oh,
it.
you're Jade. Actually, wait, hold on.
That just activated.
We can switch guys in battle now, actually. So if you want to switch back to Luke, then
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
press triangle, then press start.
I can't do that.
What?
No, I think you are the only one who can do that.
That's stupid. Why? Actually, we can try this next battle when we're not like fucking. Maybe it's because we got like jumped.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just make that a player one
Yeah.
thing.
We can try next battle when we're like actually choosing.
Yeah.
I might switch out of Natalia just because I'm kind of like, well, she's kind of cool, but I'm also kind of like getting bored of just like shooting from distance. She needs more of her kit, I think. Jade is cool.
I like Jade. I'm interested to learn more Jade stuff. Yeah, switch
The
me.
Necromancer with the Pac-Man
No,
belt.
switch me back out to Luke again when you.
No, I think it was just for that one battle.
Okay. Well, let's just double check just to be safe.
Yeah. Wonder if we can set fire to the area. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, we're good.
Actually, let me see. I haven't looked at their portrait. Yeah. All these photos.
Does
they're
she have
good.
any other titles, or are we still at just the one? I'm curious.
I think because we just got her, she isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
I
only
wasn't
one.
sure if when people join later, if they would come with multiple titles.
Jade got insane arcs later. That's gonna be fun. It's weird we're like only in level 15. Except for Natalia, who's like... Nope.
Oh,
Fuck her.
we have to get closer.
You know what? Actually, yeah, fuck him. Okay. Now try. Now try. Press triangle.
Triangle. Start. Nothing.
Okay, no. Rude.
I mean, I guess it makes sense that only player one can do that, but
Yeah, but also, I think it'd be better if you could switch on fly. Yeah.
is it R1 too? Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any recommendations for playing a mage character? Because I feel like my impression of playing is they're not my first choice to play, and I know Brad has kind of bounced off playing tier so far.
Yeah.
I have heard Rita in Vesperia is pretty cool when it comes to
So wait,
playing as a
so-
mage.
You said I could chain together my level 1 arts to my level 2 arts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that next battle because I feel like I'm not
Yeah.
getting the timing on that.
Yeah, so the terminology is more formalized in this game compared to Symphonia, so it's like more confusing, but like base art is like your level 1, and I think Arcane is your level 2.
Okay, it did not feel. I wasn't sure. I might not have been using the right one though. So let me give it another try. We'll
Yeah.
try it next time.
I mean, sometimes we haven't had like chaining things together has been kind of like hit or miss sometimes, I think, and I'm not sure if maybe that's just like the delay of the emulation or something. But yeah. God, I need health. Yeah. Okay.
Do you need to drop down?
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go. Well, thank you. I already found that place. Where's the part where I can hit the switch? Where's the switch? Where's the switch?
I mean, just try it again real quick. Go back, because I think you hit it a second time and maybe turned it off and then on.
Maybe, yeah. I just know that switch also lowered the thing here, so...
Oh, did it? Okay.
You know what, maybe...
Okay, no, we're good.
So, let me just see...
No, I think it was for that then. Oh, here, give it. Yeah, just.
Give me a second. I need to plug this laptop in because I my triple device setup so I can see both chats. I actually try and have games windowed if I can when I'm streaming, just because it lets me see the OBS chat. But when I can't, I gotta have a phone open for that. So please let me in.
Yeah. Did the light allow us to now see things we could not before?
I don't know.
Oh, hit that barrel. Or is it not dripping?
It's not dripping here.
Do we need to
Not sure.
cause a drip? Mind gaming indeed.
Where to next? I'm getting really annoyed. Hold on. We're gaming. We're gaming. Well. Cool. We got an apple gel.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you go down from here? No.
What do you want me to do here? Oh, so level 45 for the end game of Abyss? That's actually kind of weird, because I think I was like level 50, 60-ish for Symphonia when I got to the end of that game. And I still was enough to beat the super bosses. Part of me is like wondering if I should just look up how to do here, because I'm getting really annoyed with like what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I'm just being a
Did
quitter,
you
but
fully explore the down, like, from where, not here, but like where you just came up from?
yeah, there's nothing there. I think this is supposed to do something, but I don't know what.
Well, can we get down to where that's pouring into?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, go. Like, where that enemy is, how do we get down there?
That was where we were. That's where we put the flame before, right?
Okay.
Where's the switch for this fucker? Is it right here?
Right there.
Fuck
There we
you! Fucking hate this. Oh. I feel stupid. Oh my god. Okay, well. Can we get the fuck out of here? Well, we can save.
I'm good for like 15-ish more minutes, a little over.
How much? Is this the midpoint of this dungeon? I might switch out Anise for tier right now.
Well, I think when they said midpoint, they meant the level.
No, yeah, I know that's where their game file. I'm just wondering us.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
how
feel
far
like
are we
we're
in
probably... I feel like this can't go on too much longer, honestly.
Yeah, but I also feel like we might still have like a lengthy bit of dungeon left.
Eh. It's fine if I go a little late, I go a little late.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. Yeah.
I like the weird cobra hounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's... Oh, no, it is a cobra head, okay. Nice.
Bro, what the fuck? Nice money! Nice. Please stop damaging the pipes.
Yeah, I feel like we're causing all sorts of weird infrastructural issues.
Okay, what's over here? I kind of don't care for this music. I guess it's job done, but it's pretty repetitive.
I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, and I can't place it. Oh, you know what? It's kind of... There's a few songs in the Who's Lila OST that are a little bit like this. At least in terms of some of the ambient noises that get made. Okay, so here, let me real quick try. So I'm gonna go down. Okay, yeah, oh, well, I'm out of TP, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I can give you, I can give you,
Yeah. Give me some...
Actually, wait, no, I can't actually give it you. You have to give it yourself.
Nice. Oh, I can just hit him as well. Oh, well, there we go.
Hell yeah!
Here.
Arrows.
Oh, I can't select the other... Oh, wait, yes I can. There we go. So I can go down. Okay, there we go, I got it.
Nice.
I think I was just using the wrong art earlier. That or I was out of TP and was not noticing. Oh yeah, that does burn through TP. Good to know,
Yeah.
good to know.
That is the thing that I find is, like, combos also just, like, burn through TP.
They are, yeah.
It's, like, really... It's fun to
Real
link...
quick, can you go to the menu real quick? I'm actually curious how much my new art costs to use. Is 16. Okay,
16.
that's why. That's why.
Yeah, that's how they limit you.
I will be a lot more precise when using that then.
Art cost a lot in Abyss, apparently.
Yeah.
The gimmick mechanic in Destiny Remake, is something called CC, which basically means you have like you don't have like a resource that drains throughout the whole dungeon, like mana or TP in this case, but more like at each battle you have like an amount, and you use it, and then it replenishes in like 2 seconds or something. Hard to explain, but it's like a, I guess you could call it a more user-friendly thing.
Yeah.
Or like it's more suited for doing combos a lot. Okay, come on. What do you want from me here?
It has to. There's no way there's an opening there without it wanting you to push that over. But it's not letting you.
Yeah, I'm sure what's...
Here, try it. Yeah. I like the random drill word in this song too.
Reminds you of like this, where there's this one Toho song where he accidentally keeps like the window pop up accidentally. Fuck off.
Okay, maybe they don't want you pushing that over then.
But where else is it gonna fucking go?
Can you go? It doesn't. It can't go down that incline at all, can it?
I think it can, but it's just like... No, it can't.
I feel like it has to go down there then, but I guess
Yeah,
not.
so just... See another save point up there. This is just mocking us though.
Try pushing it all the way, like, as far as it can go to the south and then push it past that incline. Like...
Yeah, I'm just like... This one is also like... Yeah, this one has an open door, so it's supposed to go there, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's still a little off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't gone to this side yet, so I'm trying to like see. I guess something else
Oh,
we can
because you
do.
think
on
that's
this side.
progress.
Yeah, there might be some. There might be stuff we can do on this side, or. Well.
Does not look like it.
All right, cool. It was a waste of time. Okay. So my expectation is, if there was a way up on there, I could. Oh, I don't know.
Here, keep. I don't think you've pushed the barrel down all the way, have you? Like, keep pushing it. Yeah, and now try pushing it to the
Nope.
right.
Nope. It won't let me go down the incline.
No, but I mean, like, now try pushing it off the edge. Yeah.
Oh. Fuck off. Fucker. Now, if this was a physics-based game, come on. You have to fucking fill it up too, motherfucker. Bitch. Okay. So, is there a way up here?
I bet we have to, like, do the thing where you walk on that pipe and, like...
Yeah, I just like wondering how we get on that pipe. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like I was like, well, it's probably what they're implying, but like, how? Where do we get there? Unless there's a way up in another room or something.
Probably. I'd have to assume. I don't think
Oh
there's
my
any
God.
other way you can walk over here.
Nice first job for Ambassador. Get fucking lost in the sewers, boarding oil drum. What are we doing here? No, go away! I don't care.
Let's go!
Ah, motherfucker. Anyway, enjoy being Jade again.
Wait, why?
Because you got back attacked.
Oh, that's right. It fucks up the order.
I guess it is in character for it to be like that.
We did it.
Yeah, I do wish the undubbed patch had the translated thingamajiggies. It's so
Translated
dumb.
what?
What? Had the translated post-battle scripts.
Oh.
What do they want from us? Oh my god. There's an oil drum there. I don't know how to fucking. Okay. I feel like I'm feeling like an idiot where it feels like, well, I keep missing steps in this dungeon. But it's also because they're like obfuscated. So.
I do think it's extremely funny. They're like, you can't hit the switch until you set these barrels on fire.
You don't know how to press the button. There we go.
Hello, Taryn.
Well, we did want the gameplay session. Now we got it.
Yeah, and this is the gameplay we meant.
Definitely. Okay.
The session is going to be all fun and games until we find, like, a birdcage with a dead canary in it.
Okay, so that's one hit, so we can go up here.
Should we save? just in case.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you want to do all that again.
I really don't. I'm just gonna override it this time.
Yeah, it's...
We don't need to rotate every save. My save data. Fucker. Now I want to deal with you. Well, I guess I'm dealing with you.
雑魚が出てくるなよ
Guy is over limits. What's he gonna do? That, apparently. He's got an install!
任せろっての
Oh yeah, this is cool. I could jump up the air and just be like, yeah, fuck you.
いい感じじゃないか任せろっての
Okay, wait, hold on. So I'm seeing the different... If I press up while attacking, there's a different thing, I think.
So what's my overlimit button again?
I think try L2.
Okay. I think I hit that and I did not know if it was doing anything.
Fuck.
I'll try next.
Fuck.
I'll try next encounter.
Yeah, we'll see.
Do I have to hold down L2 and then hit like a attack or something?
Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me see. Can I see one? Tales of the Abyss controls.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too.
No.
Press right into the D-pad.
No. R2. It's R2.
Okay.
L2 is a free run. Well, good. That's a
This
healer.
says press right in the D-pad when the bar is full.
This is a healing one. Thank goodness. Nice. Yeah. So it does seem. Yeah. So press R2 and you should be good. I think.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're fully healed, which is nice.
Yeah.
I like
Right on
health.
D-pad is 3DS. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, that just tap right? What?
Yes, I will lower the ladder because I like having shortcuts.
Oh, I guess they would need to do that because the 3DS only has L and R. It doesn't have the R2, L2.
Yeah. Fuck!
Oh my god!
Fuck off! I
This
hate
rules.
you.
Honestly, this rules.
So... yeah, you would like that as the SMT fan.
No, that's. I feel like that's more wizardry coded. So do we need to go back to that other thing and then hit the switch to change the flow of oil again?
Yeah. Yeah!
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure what Overlimit does. I think maybe there's like stuff you get. I might change out Natalia later, just 'cause I'm like, well, I'm gonna have enough of bow use, bow fighting.
So is there a third tier of like art to chain?
Yeah, I think there is, but I'm not sure if that's like limited to overlimits. It might be in this game. They're not in Symphonia,
Okay.
but in Symphonia you just got like 3 levels, and you guys like, well, try and fit these all on the controller somehow. Good luck.
Do we have any magical lens?
So what? I don't know. I didn't know there was lens in this game, to be honest. I know lens is a thing in Destiny, but yeah, I do think if there's one thing that like I kind of like, I feel like sometimes you just want more slots than you have. And I think it's nice that like later games give you more slots, but like in Symphonia, I was feeling a bit like my Lloyd has like 20 skills, and I gotta commit to a build of like 6 of them. Which I guess is, you know, RPGs that's part of RPGing too, like, you know, finding your... Also, Overload is like a burst. Yeah, I guess it did burst.
So,
Oh.
I should use it as like a defensive option, basically.
Well, you don't have to, but like it has the up function.
Okay.
Because it seems like I feel like it also gives you like an install.
I also,
Uh.
I was gonna say on that at that token, I don't really feel like when I'm getting hit, it's in a combo, but that could just be because we're early yet.
Yeah. The guy now. I want to mix it up. I want to not just be the Archer the entire game. For now. Yeah. Well. I heard that Overlimits actually did OTG and like very few other things did, but. What a fascinating series this is. Cool. Great. Fantastic. Oh,
Give you
lenses.
information on enemies, but then they retain info on an enemy type's HP for all subsequent encounters. Oh,
Okay.
I felt like I saw like a life bar above one of
I-
the
you-
enemies.
I probably have. Okay, yeah, I have one magic lens.
Because I thought when I was
Um,
fighting those Cobra like pink things or whatever, I could have sworn I saw like a little life bar or something above one of their heads. I don't know what that was. It was like a
Yeah.
green bar that was going down.
The interesting thing is, I think in the 2D games, at least based on what I played in Destiny, wait, hold on. Yeah. At least what I played of Destiny, these ones just have like the lens capability of a default. You press like the lock on button, and you just get the enemy info right away. Whereas this game, I think, is the Team Symphonia games seem more like, well, you got to use the lens to see the enemy data. Loser. Press the switch. Are we past the
I always
Levisting?
feel the analysis skill in different RPGs is always very interesting to me. But I
Yeah.
also feel like that is one thing that becoming a tabletop RPG sicko has kind of spoiled me on, where like some games have it where it's like, oh, if you like the GM rolls your analyze skill in secret, and if you roll really poorly, they will just lie to you and tell you the incorrect information, which I think is very fun.
この工場が機能していた頃の名残かな。
Yeah. I feel like there's like a
待って音が聞こえる
yeah Destiny 2 and Destiny Remake like that. I assume Rebirth is also like that just because it's the same team.
まあ何も聞こえませんわよ
いやいますね魔物か
Wow, of course, it's a boss fight.
危ない
I feel like this has been the cave of very simple songs. Okay, no, never mind. This is a butt rock.
We got
RPG
riffs.
Boss theme, yeah. Mew, step away. You're too close to that thing. It's gonna snap you in half.
Alright.
覚悟しな。
Why don't you just let your arts? I don't got a lot. He got monk skills. He can fucking heal. I don't want that on fucking left. I got my own fucking.
Okay, yeah, let's move around so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay.
It is nice to just do cool sword shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did it!
癒しの光
Fuck you, other fucking left hand. Oh wait.
What? Okay, no. It's hard to read if this thing's actually attacking or not.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Oh, there we go. Successful block. We are... Let's go. Okay.
All
Let's see... Yes, okay. I feel like if we can keep fucking around with its aggro like this, we should be fairly safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get the timing down for like chains and stuff. Oh shit! Like,
See, like, we're forcing this thing to turn around a lot, which is... This is very satisfying. Alright, now I block. Oh shit, okay, it's interrupted.
oh, you got overlimit. You can use it.
Here, let me get around it again so we can... Oh shit, okay.
Please heal these here.
Block? Shit.
All
Alright. Block? Okay, no.
I feel like I'm not getting the timing down for the strings canceling.
Here, I'm gonna...
You didn't pop an item?
Save. Yeah. I'm just gonna use the apple.
No, wait, no, wait, you got it wrong.
How do
You gotta select it. Select
So-
item.
Oh,
select
shit,
yourself.
yes, okay.
And then select your target, which is you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, now I get what you're talking about with the, like, people can...
I actually think I'll need a orange shell as well.
Here, I'm gonna...
There we go. I actually got it there. So what is the cancel rules here?
Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Tyr.
Nope.
Shit. Oh, shit. Okay,
Oh,
I
I'm
need
gonna
to,
fucking
you need
die.
to get the fuck out of here. Shit.
Someone needs to fucking
Okay, whew.
Oh, okay. I just lose all the EXP.
Damn.
Jade, I'm not blind. Lucky end.
We were kind of
good.
cooking there with that.
Or I think I was trying to. I think I was just like trying to fiddle around too much. I was trying to figure out why. I was trying to get like consistent with the canceling, but like it wasn't working, and I wasn't really sure why.
Mm-hmm. See, but like that thing's turn animation was so slow that when we successfully like hit it enough for it to turn around to like do aggro, and then like we could just block the attack and then wait for it to turn around again. Like there was something there, I think.
They're cooking. I think they know what
Yeah.
they're doing.
この辺じゃ見かけない魔物だな。中身は雲みたいだったぜ。
廃工場ですもの。雲ぐらい
That is maybe the most fun I've had with the combat in this game so far.
油を食料に
Hopefully, it'll just be like an upward.
コニムボース
Oh, I'm sure.
Fine.
I mean, as we get more stuff to do, I'm sure it'll... As the game takes off the training wheels and is like, okay, go forth, do fun thing,
何
it'll
ありがとう。助かりましたわ。
it'll let us
あなたにもみんなにも
style and do
迷惑を
fun
かけて
shit.
しまいましたわね。
Yeah, I think it's actually a shame. Like co-op is not a thing more in these kind of games. Because like, it's not like Tales is the only series with this. Like Mana also had this at a point in its
Yeah.
history. And I think it'd just be
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like how Mana does it, I feel, but... well,
like
okay,
co-op or just
now-
like combat.
a little bit, I don't know, a little bit of both, but I also have not played Seiken Densetsu 3, which I probably really should, but at the very least, I think Secret of Mana is kind of a boring game, and I don't know how much of that is the co-op stuff, versus just, I don't know if I like Secret of Mana all that much. I like Final Fantasy Adventure a lot, but that game really isn't multiplayer, I don't think, if I recall.
Yeah,
don't
I wanna
think it's the
do-
cable.
I want to do the version. I want to do the Seiken Densetsu thing and see everyone's everything, but I don't know if the game allows that without playing the game multiple times.
Final Fantasy Adventure,
非常口だよ。
highly recommend. Very good Game Boy RPG.
They're like,
I
"Hey,
mean-
is that a place we can leave?" Yes.
I made a very terrible video essay on that game that I'm embarrassed by, but you know.
Oh, that's incredible. When you're dead, your photo's grayed out.
Well, you know.
That's good.
This
that's good.
implies that Luke has two versions of every photo. That he
Yeah, when
then
you die,
swaps out.
when you die, he sends you the Kurosawa mode.
He's like, oh wait, I gotta put the gray photo on real quick. That's very funny.
Yeah, I
Now,
like.
if we go into battle with the first person dead, is it going to kick everyone down a layer?
No, obviously dead.
Okay.
Oh, which is why I was like, I don't want to fuck that guy.
Well, we now have a fun-filled level discrepancy,
Yeah.
which is fine. I think
Oh,
RPG
yeah.
should lean into this.
Yeah, that's the thing with the series. Like, if they're alive, they get the XP, but if they're dead, no.
That's a lot of RPGs. I have learned to not mind that as much anymore.
I
'Cause
think
honestly, it's one of those things that after a while it just kind of works out. So
Yeah, the main thing is like I think it's more like a thing of like I would rather. I'd want if they're not gonna do it, I'd want the XP curve to like facilitate that because I feel like I want to make sure that my guys aren't useless. I want to like, you know.
see, I
I like
find I feel like in most RPGs though, a level or two of difference doesn't make too much concern.
I think probably if it's well designed enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Like if it's a thing where the character's always dying and they're starting to get like a lot of levels behind, I think that's where it gets dicey. But to be honest, I don't feel like I ever run into that too often in games.
Yeah. Oh nice, you're getting a new follower tonight, Brad.
Yeah. If you want to see my stupid dumb joke tweets, that's feel free. I'll probably be Dune posting a lot this next week.
I will also be Dune posting.
I think you were the only person who liked my Frayed Roth pumping iron to them bones tweet.
To be honest, I don't know if I got the joke. I was just like, oh, Dune.
I just think it'd be funny if they had a scene of I think the actor's name is Austin Baker pumping iron to them bones in the middle of that movie.
Yeah.
I also think it'd be really funny if during all the Messianic shit they just started playing Nickelback.
I had a really dumb setup in the off chance we did do a spoiler cast. I was like, oh, here's my bit that I'm gonna do the opening with. But I won't say it now. It'll die.
I don't know if I have it in me for a spoiler cast for that movie, but
Yeah, I guess I feel like I'm just like Dune pilled enough. I kind of want to talk about it, but I also don't know.
yeah.
I guess it depends like how much you'd care about talking about the actual plot versus like what else. But you know.
No.
Luke's like, there's a cop right there, and he is facilitating.
Damn.
Oh, it's the trope
Get it.
where
Get his ass here.
it's the trope where he doesn't want it, but then they all make fun of him for it anyway.
何なんだよ俺のせいかよ
いやー仲が良さそうで何よりです
あんたの目は節穴かっつ
Whoa!
Oh,
Anime!
Hey, wait a minute. There's a
Dun dun dun!
phone. I think it's the first good look we've had of this guy. This scene is unintelligible on the 3DS. Nice one.
That's funny.
Why this game on why on the 3DS?
I feel like at the launch of every like handheld around that time, you got a lot of people that were like, "Oh, what could we make a port of that was like at the power?" Like that's how you get like for some reason the 3DS has Street Fighter 4 and Tekken 6 ports that we probably didn't need.
Don't forget MGS3.
Yes, yes. I wish I had a copy of MG. I mean, I can just get a flash card or hack my thing. I still haven't hacked my 3DS. I need to do that.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I just don't play my 3DS enough to have hacked it yet. But I should. There's a few games I still want to play Attack of the Friday Night Monsters or whatever that game's called.
I need to play Kid Icarus Uprising, especially because the servers are dying in a month.
Yeah.
Well, so much for our plans of not getting caught. Dun dun dun.
I felt like that was. I kind of got that from the models already, but that's funny.
I feel like that was the first time we got like a good look at them though. Like
It is. I can see why they're doing this now in the story, but I'm not gonna lie. I kind of picked up on that from the get-go.
I mean, I would also say, regardless of, I don't see this as much as like the showing and then telling. I see it more as like, well, yeah, Luke would be fucked up by that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
イオン様が連れて行かれましたが
I mean, if you just saw like another brat on the street, how would you feel?
See, but my thing was from where we were at in the story. In my brain, he already, like, I guess I already thought he kind of knew that, but it didn't really have much of a reaction. But it makes sense. Like here,
Yeah.
they show his face for the first time.
It probably doesn't help that we've seen him closer up,
Yeah.
just
Like I thought
in the
it was
game and also in the
something-
OP.
I thought it was something he noticed but didn't yet really comment on. But I wasn't sure, so. But no,
Yeah,
this
I mean,
this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. His hair was down because of the rain as well.
Yeah.
お父様はまだマルクと信じておとりの船を出港させた後、海からの侵略に備えて港へ陸路を行ってイオン様を
I like how Natalia's got the archer gloves.
仮にイオン
I
様
just noticed that.
を落とせば今回の和平に影響が出る可能性もゼロではないわ。そうですよ。イオン様を探してください。ついででもいいですから。
決めてくださいルークイオン様を探しながら陸路を
Oh shit. Are we getting a decision?
あるいはナタリアを陛下に引き渡して港の封鎖を解いてもらうというのも
I'm not losing another party
そん
member.
なのダメですわ。ルーク、分かってますわね。
ああ、うるさい。大体なんで俺が決めるんだよ。
Why am I the protagonist?
責任者はあなたなのでしょう
There's a weird bug on PS2 here. Okay, what's the bug?
いや、見ないやつだよ、ほんと。
Yeah, I was about to say it would be really weird if they let us go down two routes and one did not have a party member.
Stranger things have happened, like when they accidentally locked me in the hard route of Symphonia. Yeah, Jade is voiced by Dio.
陸艦の立ち去った方角を見るとここから東ですから
So I feel like I associate more with like fucking Toga from Utena instead. Which is probably more, well,
私たちもオアシスへ寄る予定でしたよね。ルーク様、追いかけてくれますよね。
ああ。それにしても、俺と同じ顔のあいつ、アッシュとか言ったな。薄気味悪い。
I wonder what they're doing.
Okay. I have to ask you an important question.
Yeah.
A, are they siblings? B, are they clones? And B, if it's B, who's the clone and who's the original?
鮮血のアッシュ。
This is the part where I say again, I have been spoiled on this game.
Oh, okay.
聞いたことがないけどな。
So unfortunately I know the answer. But also,
okay.
公爵の子息はルーク
I will look forward to seeing you
わからないことを考えていてもしょうがありませんアッシュ本人から聞く
I feel like I don't have enough info to go off of yet.
目的はそこにはありませんそうではないです
give me your shot in the dark.
アッシュのことは
I feel like Luke being locked away in a weird rich person manner feels extremely clone coded to me.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. but I think that they're gonna have I think they're gonna make us think that like Ash is gonna be like, oh, like it's Luke's clone or whatever, and then maybe like pull a switcheroony and make Luke be all sad about it. It's like, oh no, I'm not a real boy, and that's why I don't have memories, because I came out of a test tube like 5 minutes ago, actually. Not 5 minutes ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lost large parts of his memory because he's like a weird artificial human baby. Because that just seems like a thing you do in RPGs, but you know. That or they're long lost brothers and this is gonna become like a real weird, stupid royal bloodline story. Which, you know, I'm down for one of those too, but I don't know which one yet. I don't have enough info to work off of.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it is, the bug is playing where it's playing the last cutscene music accidentally, but I think it works as a vibe.
Yeah.
Also, JoJo game with LMBS. That'd be interesting. I guess it'd be like, I guess Heritage of the Future, or maybe All-Star Battle, God forbid. I haven't played All-Star Battle. I can't talk shit about it. But,
I've only played the original All-Star Battle when it came out back in the day.
Yeah. We could probably save now because we're on the world map.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too long. Yeah.
I need to give Heritage of the Future another go at some point and learn some goddamn tandem combos because they're the sickest goddamn thing.
Yeah. I think it's cool that game also has custom combos.
Yeah.
That's just the mechanic I think is cool, and it's cool that Capcom has it in a bunch of games.
It is. I also feel like I understand why they don't exist anymore, because at some point, everyone figures out what the best thing to do is, and more often than not, it busts the shit out of everything.
It does feel like there isn't a way to do it that doesn't make it, like, busted.
No, I think that's why we haven't seen that sort of thing in a long while, because people figure out the best one, and it's usually ridiculously good.
Anything else? Yeah, I think range would work well. And yeah, they did make a Sergeant Frog Tales game, which
really?
is pretty
That's
funny.
fun.
Yeah.
Is that
it has the same?
Not in English.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the things they have to do, but it'd be cool. I have been like thinking of like, with respect to my Magical Girl game idea, like obviously Marvel vs. Capcom is influenced, but also I've been like trying to like take notes from this series as we've been going along. Just kind of like, well, they're doing a kind of fighting game action system with team systems, so I'm like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say this feels very Marvel vs. Capcom-y, but
yeah, I mean, you don't have to do things verbatim. You can just do your own thing and then fucking.
Yeah.
You can make modifications. I can see the scaffolding though in my head.
See, like that's kind of my thing so far. Is I feel like the fighting game influence is actually. I'd say like it's similar in the sense like the movement is the same and like there's an overall structure, but I feel like there's enough deviation. Like when I'm playing this moment to moment, I do not think about fighting games at all. If I'm being honest, like I think that there's like a shared heritage there, but like it definitely stands more as its own thing for me in terms of like what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about gameplay mechanics in my brain. Like this is absolutely more in the action RPG camp for me than like fighting. Like I don't even know if I'd call this like fighting game influence like action RPG, even though that's kind of like technically what that is. Like I can see how they got here, but like there's enough deviance that I'm not really. The fighting game part of my brain isn't really activated when I'm playing these. I feel.
Yeah, I'm definitely like consciously coming from the angle because I'm like I want to try to do it from the combat angle. So you know, that is my perspective more. Like I always think it's like they're doing something different just they have to because it's an action RPG. Like they can't like.
Yeah.
Abyss makes more sense when you think about how it takes from Tekken. I think I know a little bit more about like because it's a juggle-based game, but I don't know specifically.
See, I think part of it though too is like when I think fighting games, like the way that the enemies work in this game and the fact that they're not working with the same degree of restrictions that you are is where a lot of the fighting game stuff starts to. It leans more RPG than fighting game to me, and I almost feel like I could see it more honestly if they maybe restricted even the movement a little bit more. And something about the enemy design in this game to me is
Yeah.
like I've been noodling and thinking about a lot, because it definitely feels like, and maybe it's just a matter of me needing to get used to it, but I don't feel like the tells for when enemies are attacking or enemy behavior is necessarily what I'd want it to be in a game like this. Actually, I
Yeah.
will say that one boss, I actually feel like the fact that it felt like it had a little bit more of a predictable AI pattern, and maybe part of this is just because how we positioned it, but it actually definitely felt like I got into more of a flow with that fight. I actually thought that was very satisfying.
Yeah. Actually, one person mentions that Destiny Remake is a Marvel game because it's more of an anime fighter, and that's true. I actually want to show you that at some point, but I don't know if now is a good time, just because, like,
Yeah.
maybe another time.
Yeah.
But like that one is like more. It's a 2D game and has like air dashes and stuff like that kind of stuff, and like a homing jump kind of in a way. So it's like
Yeah.
I'll show you it next time actually, like as like a epilogue. But I know you want to like not linger too long tonight.
Oh yeah. No, I probably should get going. So.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know,
yeah, like someone
it's
pointed
fun.
out.
It's oh yeah. Go. What was I gonna say?
Yeah, someone mentioned that Destiny Remake is a Marvel game. And yeah, some games, some of the older 2D games have an accessory where you can have like all your arts are mapped to fighting game inputs, so you can have all your kit at once if you learn the inputs.
Yeah, I see.
That's
like
cool.
that, I could go for that in this game. I think that.
I do kind of think it'd be cool if that was a thing they carried over into future games.
I guess.
But anyway, I
like,
kind of get what they do.
I think a big part of it is that so central to the core of fighting games for me is that you are two people, or I guess 3v3, or a team of people, or whatever, on the same plane with the same restrictions. And I think inherently, when you have an RPG style combat system where you're not working with the same restrictions, the comparison becomes less meaningful to me. I think that's kind
Yeah.
of where I'm at with it, where it's like, this feels 90% action RPG with some fighting game influence, but like, it's not, I don't know if it's fully where like those two parts of my brain I have a hard time linking when I'm like moment to moment playing this, I guess, is kind of where I'm at
Yeah.
with it. I'm still having fun though, but
Yeah. I guess I'm curious how you feel about the other games, just because they're all different.
yeah, no, for sure.
Especially in this
Like,
era, in the PS2
well-
era, where you have like two teams doing two different things.
And what
Um,
I was thinking about when you were explaining to me, like, by its very nature, I feel like the way the field resonance stuff works, and the way that like TP usage is in this, even compared to, you said, the other game you played, I almost wonder if they maybe wanted this one to play a little bit more RPG-like, because I feel like those are changes you make to like focus more on being a little bit more precise with your skills and getting that synergy up.
Yeah.
And thinking about like the elemental side of things. So if they're going for that with this game, like I think that's interesting.
Yeah, like I think we talked about it before, but I think I remember like saying that the free run makes sense as a next step for a 3D game, but also makes sense if you're adding the field resonances as a mechanic for positioning. Yeah, so say what my mate says, inflow feels more apparent in fighting game wise in boss fights. Every Tales game has at least one one-on-one fight against the character on equal footing as you, which is where the series feels most like a fighting game. Another thing too is that Namco also included a mechanic from Soul Calibur, which is the run counter, and Soul Calibur run counter is when you hit someone using an 8-way run and does extra damage. So if you're using the free run, I guess that means you get more damage
Okay.
as a penalty. And Abyss is implemented by every attack being guaranteed a critical hit on you if you're free running. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I guess also too a part of it too is I don't know if they could get around this, but the fact that it's just the one attack button also is something that I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, that's also a thing I've been thinking about for my own design wise, where I feel like
I don't have normals in this game, and
Yeah.
like that's kind of been another thing where it's like this. I feel like this is just more action RPG side of things for me, but
yeah, I think like the way I have wrapped my head around the controls is like it's a bit like Smash, except like you have different attack
honestly, it
strings.
is
You can
like Smash because it has like the arts button too.
yeah, that's what I was saying. And then but like you have different attack strings on the cross button in both different direction inputs as well. Yeah, so my understanding, like the Destiny team, the 2D team, was more experimental, which is why they got weird with it with their RPG and action stuff. And then meanwhile, Symphonia is more traditional because I know, like, from my understanding, Symphonia is basically Eternia in 3D mechanically, and then Abyss and Vesperia build on that, so they're more conservative compared to like the weird stuff they're doing in the 2D games at the same time here. Because the game that came out before this was the one with lanes, so.
Yeah, I honestly, that lane-based thing sounds... I feel like I could see it in my head how that would work, and I'm very curious about that game, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it gets translated.
I'm actually, Mage, I'm curious, like, what's the over-under on wanting to use the free run? Because I feel like there's a lot of times in this game where I'm just getting fucked by where the enemy placement is, and I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna free run to get out of this. But if you take more damage, if you get caught using that, I don't know. I guess it's just something you have to feel out and get used to. But
yeah, I guess the assumption is that they don't want you like free running by default as like the way you move, because they want you to engage with the linear motion aspect.
I guess my thing is the linear motion but I feel like the linear motion with how they have the arena set up feels like a weird holdover to me. It's very bizarre, but
yeah. And I'm curious how you feel about Symphonia, just because you don't have free run in that game.
Yeah, no, I'd like to try that out. I mean, I'm like, that's my other thing too, is like I feel like if I started with that game, I feel like it would force me to get used to like target swapping more too, which I feel like I'm not doing enough of, is the other thing.
Yeah.
But
I actually haven't been target swapping a lot myself, just because I have 2 people. But also, I haven't been using free run much at all, just because I'm like, well, I didn't use it in Symphonia, so I'm kind of like not used to the idea of using it.
Because like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like the free run was a thing where they're like, oh god, this feels clunky, we need to get people a way to get like out of corners when they get trapped by like weird geometry. Which
yeah,
I'm not sure how I feel about.
That definitely does happen to me in Symphonia, and I feel like the answer I got from friends was jump, which I think is fair, because that's how you would
I feel like there are times
in...
though where I haven't been able to jump over things as cleanly as I would want to. Maybe I'm just not timing it right, but
well, also I do get like, I can see maybe sidestep being a cool addition, even if like free running is more controversial, quote unquote.
Yeah. See, like, because I mean the other side of the things too is I was able to use free run in that boss fight to get around the enemy, so we could do that sandwich thing, and that felt great.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how that sidestepping one works. Which game is that?
Oh, so well, Grace's is weird, cause like its perspective is different. But it has like it really emphasizes like sidestepping because of the way because like that game uses CC as well, like from the Destiny remake. But it's like if you use free run, you drain your CC and can't attack, whereas using sidestepping cannot restore it, kind of thing. So it incentivizes using sidestepping in like dodges as opposed to like the free running.
Okay, that's interesting.
And it takes like funny enough, I hear it compared to God Hand in terms of how you move.
Oh, that sounds fun. See, like, I'm almost just wondering if, like, this feels like this one just might have been they leaned in more on the RPG aspects compared to, like, Symphonia even.
Yeah. Like, this game has, like, Symphonia has air combos and OTGs and stuff, and this game apparently doesn't.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to make one a little more RPG. Because like you said, too, like, you said compared to Symphonia, even, like, the timing on some of the chains and stuff is,
yeah, I haven't been able to get them as
right?
consistently, and like sometimes I drop them in Symphonia too, because I'm not like a savant or anything, but I felt like I haven't been able to get them consistently in this game yet. I'm not sure why.
They could have just de-emphasized them. Who knows? But
yeah, and I'm also just not sure if it's like just like the emulation thing versus like a Steam port, or if Parsec is doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
I did notice. I don't know if you're feeling this too, but there is like after you stop running, there is like a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, that does happen. I think you just let it slip a bit. Like you have momentum.
Oh I don't know how I feel about that either.
Yeah, I'm a bit not sure.
Was that in Symphonia?
I forget, to be honest.
Okay.
I think he got a bit of momentum for running, but like
I don't know why they have that. If I'm being honest, that one feels a little bit weird. I think that might be the one part of the combat system where like I'm really like, I think this would feel a lot nicer without that. But maybe there's
I think it makes
reasons
sense
they want
in
that.
some fighting games. You have like if you press forward, you walk and you're slower, but you can position easier. Whereas if you double tap, you run, but it takes you a bit to stop. I think like, that's where context where it makes sense, but might not make as much sense here.
People are posted things in chat, and I have not been good about looking at them as good as I probably should be. Let's see.
Yeah. Mostly they say, I think Mate says you can get around attacks by jumping or counterattacking.
Yeah, let's see.
And also, yeah, there's definitely still a lot of RPG stuff in Symphonia, but I can see this one being like a more menu sicko game.
Yeah.
Just because of like the capacity score. Well, I mean, there's still like gem slots in Symphonia, but like, you know. And then,
There's a quick turn AD skill.
which is a skill you have to learn in.
See, but is it? I don't think it's so much the turning as it is like when you're done running. It feels like there's a little bit of a slide.
Yeah, but I wonder if that just counts as that's included in.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still having fun though.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Honestly, the combat of this game has been very fun to noodle in my brain. I think it's a little janky, and I would describe it as all right. But as we get more stuff to do in it, I am finding it more fun to ponder. So I'm curious to see where it takes us from here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a thing where like I want to learn the mechanics of the series, but also, there are lots of different experiences and perspectives.
I mean, like I said, I have a bunch of friends who are Tales fans, and their reasons for liking these games are not necessarily the gameplay.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm unique coming from like I just happen to have found the right group of friends who are into it for the mechanics.
Yeah.
Because I remember even like when I first discovered.
Well, because your friends
like,
hate Berseria too, right? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas-
Berseria and Arise are bad.
Which is funny because from my I think the response that Berseria got from one like that came out in my group of friends is like, oh, this one plays pretty good actually.
Yeah. I think I remember my first time when I was like introduced to like when my friend like explained like being into Tales for the combat. I was a bit like, damn, really this series? Because I didn't get it at the time, and then like I read more. I was like, oh okay, they're cooking, but like it's at least like based on what my friends were saying, who knew, but like but it does seem like it's a thing where a lot of people, I think the vast majority of people don't really realize it, and it's not like a game that like sells itself on it the way DMC does, right?
Well,
Like,
I will say, even early on in DMC, I feel like the way those games play, and I think this is honestly comes down to a lot of a game feel thing. I feel like DMC incentivizes going further with it than say maybe this would on like a first impression, if that makes sense.
yeah, but I also think also part of that's just like because this is an RPG, they're also not giving you as many tools out of the gate as you might.
Yeah.
And it's not like Dante has his full kit at the start, but he
No.
probably has like a fuller kit than Luke does at the start of this game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think it takes you longer to get like Luke to that baseline where Dante is at the start. Because like this is like Devil May Cry is like a 15-hour game. You replay,
Yeah, you're meant to replay it on the higher difficulties and stuff.
yeah, and like they obviously have replay in mind for this game, but because it's an RPG, it's just not going to be as realistic a thing for most people.
Yeah, like, I cannot see me going back at least anytime soon for a New Game Plus when we'd be done with this. Like, and strictly because of practical reasons and the fact it's long,
Yeah, and like that's my thing too. I was like, I kind of tried to approach this from the perspective of like, well, I can do New Game Plus, so I won't worry about losing things or missing things. But also, I'm like, even if there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I can go back into Symphonia because I like that game and want to dick around with it more. I'm also like, well, I do have other things I want to play, so I can't.
Yeah, it's hard to justify versus like, well, I could start the next one, right? That makes sense to me.
Like, I have an easier time justifying it if it was like a friend agreed to like do it on the side with me just
Yeah.
like pick it away from Game Plus, because then I feel like I can compartmentalize that as a separate activity as opposed to me spending time on Symphonia when I could be playing a different game.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I stood longer than I probably should have, but it was fun talking. And you know
Yeah,
what?
just-
We're like 11 hours deep. It's nice to have a little check-in with where we're
Yeah.
at with it. I'm still having a lot of fun with this game. I like the cast and story a lot. The battle system I have a lot of mixed opinions on. I overall think I like it, but it's definitely like, I don't know. It's interesting to think about. I don't know if I'm fully on board for what they're going for, but it's fun to think about is where I'm at
Yeah.
with it.
and it might be the case that they're like me, might be a different game in the series which clicks with you more,
Yeah. No,
or which gives you like more freedom. Because like this game, I have heard like some people, even if they think like, oh yeah, this is one of the best stories in the series, even if they're a gameplay fan of the series, they might think, there are other games that do the gameplay a bit better.
Yeah. I do
Um,
gameplay wise, the one I feel like I constantly hear great things about is Graces.
Yeah, Graces is like the big gameplay one, and I think people will like Vesperia too, at least from this lineage.
Yeah, Graces is one I
Um,
remember my friends being like, I think most of them are like Grace's story take or leave, but that gameplay is sick as fuck though. So
Yeah,
um,
I think one of my new mutuals actually had a thread of Rebirth, the lane one, so I can send you that later if you want,
I'd be interested in seeing it.
just so you can peruse it.
I feel because like I'm thinking about it in my head, and at least with what I've seen from this game so far, I feel like a lane-based combat system would make more sense to me than the full 3D arena. Like
Yeah.
that
And it-
sounds like
it-
it would click more for me.
And it's interesting because, from my understanding, like the lane-based approach was partly like the 2D game. The 2D team saw Symphonia and was like, "Well, we're the 2D team, but we gotta make it at least look 3D." So that was the lane. They were like, "Well, we could add 3D-ness to 2D gameplay." And that's a good compromise because like the competition is Symphonia, which did gangbusters. And so I think that's interesting, just as like an approach. The game is also rushed, and it shows the JP Abyss versus US Abyss, probably a topic for another time. Yeah, but we can get into that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zillia 2, I hear people like a lot. I know some people have issues with Zillia 1. This is mechanics-wise. I think more people like Zillia 1's story than compared to Zillia's 2 story.
That's
but like,
what I feel. I think my friends said that too, or they're like Zillia 1 better story, Zillia 2 better gameplay.
yeah, because I hear like there's a lot of like interesting ideas, but like rough execution from our friends say of Zillia 1, but like Zillia 2 like fixes the problems, from what I understand. And also, one of the main characters is just Dante in that game, apparently. Every character in Zillia has a unique mechanic, and the protagonist of Zillia 2's unique mechanic is he can switch between 3 weapons and also is a devil trigger.
That's fun.
And I'm just like, that seems unfair. What's the competition?
Well, hey, join the ranks, because Devil May Cry also has the problem where you play as Dante, and it's like, this guy got a lot of stuff compared to everyone else, actually.
Yeah, I actually had the conversation with someone where I was like, it feels weird when there's just one character who is just way more deep mechanically than others, because then it feels like, well, the other characters are not playing their real game.
Well, it's funny because, so Devil May Cry 4, part of the reason they did that is Nero is specifically designed to, like, original release of Devil May Cry 4, you only have Nero and Dante, right? Nero
Yeah.
was supposed to be the baby's first character action character that got you on board for Dante, while still giving him his own mechanics and unique stuff. But also, a lot of those mechanics and unique stuff is stuff that makes fighting those bosses and tougher enemies easier, because, like, you have, like, the big damage grabs and stuff, and then, like, Dante, it's like, okay, this is the final exam. But the power gap and the skill gap between those two characters is ridiculously large. So
Yeah.
the Devil May Cry 5, they gave Nero some more stuff with the arms you could change out, which are like kind of like pseudo styles in a little bit of a way. And Dante, they gave the ability to actually take stuff out of his kit to make it easier to learn the individual stuff
Yeah.
without being overwhelmed, which I thought was funny. How that's how they closed the gap there.
Oh yeah. As Mage points out in chat, Tails also takes DMC influences, like you're in Vesperia having prop shitter.
That's great. I need to see that. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to get Destiny done around at least before when we finish Abyss, just so I can be like, well, it'll be easier for me to pick the next game then if I can just go to Vesperia. Oh yeah, in Graces, Asbel and Hubert are virtual and Dante respectively, with Asbel has the Volcano, Rapid Dash, and Judgment Cut. Yeah, I think I heard that like their fighting styles are Asbel fights with a sword in the sheath until he takes it out, and then Hubert has guns and sword. So you know they know their influence. They know where they're taken from.
Well, I mean, that's also one of those things. Like, Devil May Cry, also a series that definitely is borrowing from that fighting game heritage a little bit, too, so...
Yeah, I mean, Dante's Aerial Rave. I wonder where he got that word from.
Yeah.
Matsuno, who also worked on Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I remember, just to what Mage said earlier, that I remember Kayam saying he liked the story for Zillia 2 as well, but I think that's a more minority position. But, you know. And then there's literally everything about Luger in Zillia 2, which is like, yeah, he is Dante.
Well, there's one thing I can say. This game is definitely better than Tales of the Tempest, which is a game I cannot tell you one thing I remember from other than it being very mediocre, and I played it for
I can tell you that it got demoted to spin-off, which is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Honestly, extremely funny.
Fun fact, Asbel has Judgment Cut end before
I
Virtual
think-
himself.
I think I beat Tempest in one sitting. This might be wrong. Is that game ridiculously short, Chad? I feel like I beat that game over the course of a Saturday when I was unemployed when that fan translation came out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that just like the world's shortest RPG? It might be.
That'd be funny if so. I know we're playing it.
If I recall, it was very short.
Yeah. I did not know Patty and Vesperia has style switching. I'm curious how she is in that game, because I know she's the character they added in the PS3 version. I'm like, how seamlessly can you add an RPG character into a fully made RPG?
Yeah, see, the reason I played it was because it was released on April Fool's Day, and everyone's like, oh, this is the dog shit one. So...
I think it's a shame that the Tempest got translated before the other good games in the series.
So it goes.
It's okay. I think those games are like almost done, so at least we're fine. I think Rebirth and Destiny 2 are supposed to be coming out soon enough, but you know.
And also, isn't
That
it
works
like
on
a... Don't at
What you
least
say?
one of those games already have a translation? It's just that it's not the best translation or something?
I think Eternia was the one I mentioned,
Oh, okay. That's okay.
which in the West was called Destiny 2, not to be confused with actual Destiny 2.
Apparently Destiny 2
did-
translation
yeah.
got an update today.
Okay, I gotta check that out. I didn't see that, but yeah, Destiny 2 only has a menu patch. Apparently.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know the specifics, and I think it's like the technicalities are difficult, but are different. But like I think from what I heard, like the English North American release of Eternia on the PS1 took out all like the skits and stuff, and so it's just like less of the charm is there, which is
Yeah.
why I think some people are considering
It's
doing like
got
a
that Dragon
retranslation.
Quest 4 DS localization problem. Take out all
Yeah.
the party chats.
Which is why I don't think I think I'm going to probably wait for that game, even though I'm like, well, it could be one I play next, but I'm also doubted. If I'm gonna miss like half the game, then because to me like skits are like too important. Like missing battle quotes in this game is a bit of a loss, but like I value the voices in the skits more.
Yeah. Well, I should get going, but this
Yeah,
is fun
That's
scrim.
a discussion, but
I'm
yeah,
happy I stood late to talk just because it's fun. But
yeah,
I should end the stream. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and
yeah.
I
We'll
hope you
figure out
are...
what new stream next.
Yeah,
But,
we should figure that. Honestly, next week should be easier for me than this week was because start of a new month, so no more work deadline at least for a little while.
Yeah.
So.
I might be visiting my parents for a bit, so it might not actually be good next week, but we'll see.
Okay. But yeah, I hope you all are enjoying me becoming Tales of the Abyss pilled as much as everyone. And I don't know, chatting about how these games work is it's like I said, they are very fun to noodle in the brain. So
Yeah, I think it's nice to also just have more people who are like familiar with the game, just to like bounce off of and share tips.
yeah.
Just because like I'm going blind while like hearing friends talk about it, but like it helps to have someone who's just like seeing the thoughts and actions happen. And that was a messy sentence, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like Like, there's a difference between, like, oh yeah, these people talk about it in Discord chat versus people are in the chat while I'm playing the game.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one.
Yeah.
See ya, y'all.
Have a good one, man.